I realize now that all of the bug fixes I did, I don't remember what they all were. So that's a bummer. But I do remember one. This is the slide thing. You used to be able to, if you spam slide in the air, you would just go out forever and ever. But now you just fall, which is good because that's how life works. One bug that is actually still here, and I'll talk to you about. I just did a ledge launch today. That was sick. But basically, I have what's called a ground sticking force. So it just keeps you on the ground, especially like if you're over here and you're running down a ledge. Sometimes you could float up and just be in the air and it would freak out your state machine. So what I wanted to do, the problem with this now is if I walk straight off a ledge, you can kind of see a jitter, essentially, when I'm falling, which means like the ground force is applying because it's really high force and it's like applying for one frame and then not. So that's a problem. And also if you sprint, it just goes straight down. So we'll look into that later. That is the movement system and where it's at currently. We'll of course have bug fixes, tweaks, and balancing and all that goodness, but it is getting there for our first game, which is super exciting. I can't wait to see it all together, especially with like the art and the UI and all this stuff that's going to come together for it. I'm super excited to see it at the end of this journey, right? And what is the journey, I guess you could ask. So I don't talk about this as much as I should, but the goal of this whole expedition is to make mature games without mature content in fictional worlds based in the ethical and moral principles of the Bible. So that's a lot of words, but essentially just trying to bring a light to the gaming world for gamers that are older, that aren't necessarily wanting to play younger games designed for younger people. So that's where we're going. And I'm so happy to have you all along the journey. I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.